Sup, y'all? We are going to do an album review today. Boom. Okay, so it's been almost a week since Latto dropped her new album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. And I wanted to give it a little bit of time before I actually made a review for it. So I actually listen to the songs and actually not first listen to, but like listen to it a couple times where I actually decide songs I actually like and songs I don't. That's what I want to do for like albums. But I don't know. It also just takes a long time. Before I start, I do want to say that I am not covering the songs Put on the Floor Again, Sunday Service, or Sunday Service Remix, because those are older songs. We already heard those songs. I want to do the songs that are like strictly for the album and songs I haven't really heard before and make it a little more authentic. I do have a review on my channel though of the Sunday Service Remix if you want to take a listen to that. If you want to hear my opinion on that, but that's probably the only song I have one on. Let me just say that Put It on the Floor Again. I think that one came out last year, right? I think that was one of my top songs last year. It is that girl. What they got on me, bodies in a couple years. Cardi ate that. She ate that bad. But we're not going to discuss those songs because they're old. We're just going to do the songs that are strictly on this new album. And she yesterday dropped a new song for the album, a bonus track, if you will. So we are going to talk about that one. Okay, now with that said, we are going to start with the beginning of the album, which is called Georgia Peach. Georgia Peach is a phenomenal opener. It's an amazing album opener. It kind of sets the tone for the album of where everything's going to go. It gives solid flow, gives solid lyrics. Production was solid. Everything about it was really, really good. I also kind of disagree with people that saying like it's too short. I think it's the perfect length, not too short, not too long for an album opener, because she kind of really sets the tone for it. I also just really like that she just kind of salutes her city a little bit. It's obviously called Georgia Peach. She's obviously from Atlanta. She just it shows love to her city, the city that raised her, the city that made her. Sorry, y'all. And I kind of really just genuinely respect that from her. I remember like seeing somewhere like she talked about how she specifically chose like she would put a lot of the details to the track list of the album, and it kind of shows like why and how she put um, Georgia Peach first. Like you can tell she actually paid attention to the track list. It wasn't just Johnson on there. And so it kind of it did set the tone for me. I was like, okay, this is gonna probably be a body of work, and I am super excited. Georgia Peach, phenomenal start. So the next one is Big Mama, and don't shoot me out, but I actually did not listen to the song when it first dropped. It actually dropped on my birthday. And you would think I have listened to it by now. I have not. I never get a chance to, um, like actively. So it took me by surprise, like listening to the song. For the song to be called Big Mama, when I say it started, I'm saying like, this is not what I expected. It was very TikToky in the beginning, like very TikToky in the beginning. My computer sounded like it's dying. My bad, y'all. As I was saying, it sounded very TikToky in the beginning, but when the beat did pick up, it did give you exactly what you expected to hear from a song called Big Mama, which is cool. I will say it's not my favorite song that she's done. It is not the worst one she's ever done, but it is far from the best, and that is fine. I will also say I've seen a lot of people compare it to like Drake and like his flow, and I hear it a little bit in the second verse, but I think she kind of owns it well. So, I to each their own, I guess. So then we go to Blick Sum, and I feel like it brings out the perfect side of ghetto in me. I had fun. I even ran it back the first time I heard it. I love the song. I think it's fun. I think it's catchy. I think um it's a little bit of Latto. It's a little bit of that side of Latto that she sometimes is and sometimes not. Kind of just depends on the day. I did not realize this was the song that Playboy Cardi was supposed to be in, and I saw and heard his verse on Twitter, and I listened to it. I think the song is fine without it, but I guess I'm just not the biggest Playboy Cardi fan. So, like I've listened to, like I don't think I know any of his actual songs. I can't say that for sure, but like there are a couple songs I listen to and he's featured on. I'm just like, you know, eh. So I'm completely fine without it. I might be the only one. Oh, I just got so much brighter. um, Sorry, y'all. Intrusive thoughts. Yeah, I like the song. I think it's fun. I will say, as fun as it is, be careful listening to it in certain cities. If you know, you know, and do not say I did not warn you. Settle Down is another one that's pretty catchy, pretty fun. She absolutely threw some shots at some people at that song. Now, we all like to speculate about who the shots are for, but that is for us to speculate and her to know, to her and us to find out later. You know the saying. I'm tongue tied right now, but it's super smooth. It is one which I think she definitely wrote the beat. It reminds us of her versatility as an artist, and it's kind of funny that it comes right off Blick Sum. She just kind of she shows us who she is, versatility wise when it comes to like how she laid these two out. On to Shrimp and Grits. And can I just say that the very first line, I clutched my pearls. Like, Alyssa, you be saying some outlandish stuff sometimes. And I just be like, beruff. Beruff. Um, Song's cool. I definitely like imagine the song like in the car, like listen to a vibe or whatever. It kind of her and the rapper, what is it, young nudie. I don't really know who he is. So I guess I should do my homework on him. But I feel like they complement each other quite well here. It's always nice when you have someone who's like riding it with you versus like riding against you, trying to kind of outdo you. And I just feel like they complement each other pretty well. I would say, and he played his part well as well. I would say that it's a good song and it's pretty high up there. But right now, I'm still kind of like my favorite songs. Again, we're really like high up in the album, so we really haven't gotten much. But right now, Georgia Peach and Blick Sum are my two favorites, and then you got Shrimp and Grits like teetering right there for the third spot at the moment. With There She Go, I feel like the beat kind of hooked me and sunk me in almost immediately, and that's a great because it makes you want to. It makes it. You forget that it's not just background noise. You actually listen to an album. So like, I love that it like sunk me in immediately. I swear there's a sample in this song somewhere. I just don't know what it is, where it is, and how I got there. If someone knows, let me know. And if I'm completely crazy, also let me know. Um, by the chorus, it's a little bit TikToky as well. And I feel like it's not a bad thing to be TikToky. To me, TikToky is like you're going to hear it at people like maybe making dances to it, making trends to it. I can see, the girls just, there she go. There she go. Go. I can definitely see that as a trend. Again, not a bad thing, but it definitely reminds you that Latto is a rapper. Brokey is hilarious to me because she is so unserious. Who names a song Brokey? Consciously. The girl is so unserious, but Jesus Christ. If she is deciding on the next single, I think this to be a great one. And honestly, I want to be there when she does this song live for the first time. I think the audience energy is gonna go crazy. It's real quotable. It's real catchy. It's definitely a catch on like social media quite well. Again, a little TikToky, but when you hear it live, I can definitely envision you screaming Brokey to the top of your lungs, and you just love a crowd energy like that. And maybe that's what she was going for. She's so unserious with his name. Brokey is going to be a time live, and I really, really, really need to be a part of it at some point. After Mimi interlude is when you get H&M, and H&M is a 10. A 10. I loved it. Top to bottom. It's probably now my favorite song on the album. The song is quotable. The song is catchy. She really talked her ish in that song. My favorite line is, "I let you keep your man. What else do you want from me?" Ate that down. Um, it's radio fun. Like you can kind of imagine it on the radio, and it's not like something that's gonna be too heavily censored. I don't think. But it's really a perfect song for her. It has that Latto flair for you, and I got nothing bad for this one. It is hilarious when you find out what H&M stands for. And if you haven't heard the song, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I do recommend go listening to it. Like I said, I give this song a 10 so far. Like this is my favorite so far. But honestly, this entire album, I think we're like 6, 7 songs in, she ain't missed. She has not missed yet. Copper Cove is like Latto's version of a love song, even though she actively says "F a love song" in the lyrics. But it's definitely the energy that that gives. It is actually super super cute. Y'all didn't know she could sing. Like her on the chorus was actually like really really amazing. I was like, okay. It's chill, it's vibey, it's cute, it's such another hit for me. The feature here, it's Hancho, I think that's how you say his name. I liked it to an extent, and I only say to an extent because there's some parts I don't think I understand what that man was saying. I'm so sorry. It just yeah, but I think the song is really cute, and I just the fact that she sang for us kind of ties it all together. It like I said, it's a love song, but it's a lot of love song if that makes sense. So it flowed really well together, and dang it, now it's up there. It's one of my tops. Just as a side note, was I the only one who thought that the last part of the song was a whole different song? Like when it started, I was like, "It's still Copper Cove. Are you sure? You're not lying to me." I swear it's a different song. I will say that ear candy is definitely ear candy. Let's start by giving Coco Jones her tens. Coco Jones, ladies and gentlemen, she really ate that down. I don't really care nowadays. I don't care what that girl do. I'm listening to it because she gonna give me what I need to be given. And I think that Latto kind of complimented her pretty well. Like I said, a lot of people kind of compete with each other, but they did a great job uh, complimenting each other. I would love to hear this live. That would kind of eat down. Maybe at a it's maybe not a VMAs, but like maybe a BT or something. I don't know, but I kind of need to hear it live. Maybe a tiny table talk or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care what they do. Just make it live. I really love that the first half of the album was more like, Thug Lotto, I guess, and then the second part is kind of like Love Struck Lotto. Like um, it's kind of like a first and second half, and it does that really well. Ear Candy is a great kind of middle ground for that, and yeah, I don't. I love a lot. I love that she picked Coco Jones as the female singer. It could have been any person, honestly, but I think Coco really gave us that power that we needed. So more tens. Liquor is another like sexy, vibey type of song. It's funny because I kind of imagine like being on a boat listening to it when I was first giving it a listen. Don't ask me why, but yeah, it's probably because it's like sexy fun. It it even though it's sexy fun, it's not my like top in the song. It's really much so very middle ground in the album for me. Um, it just it's not really given H&M or like Copper Cove, but it's still good if that makes sense. I saw a lot of people saying that it's very like Doja Cat coded, and I can kind of hear that too. I definitely kind of hear like first album Doja. So some people have been asking, get Doja Cat on a remix. I would be opposed to it if that's the case. Your girl be there, but that's between those two artists and if they want to get on that song together. But yeah, good song. It's not like up there. It's more like I'll put it here, right? So maybe like there. Yeah. So then we have Squeeze. I was super excited to hear this song because y'all know I love Megan Thee Stallion. So anything she's on, I'm ready for it. When it first started, like the beat is super fun and like immediately kind of draws you in. The song itself is cool, but I did want more out of it. And I think like I really like Megan's verse here. I think it's one of the better features that she's done. I really do appreciate it, and I think that's why I wanted so much more out of Latto, because I just feel like the song could have done so much more. I it's really sad to think about it because I didn't love the song particularly until like Megan's verse came in it, and I think they kind of like worked with each other a little bit. I don't know. I really feel like I could have gotten more out of Latto here. So I hate to put that song a little lower, but it is a little lower. Good to You. Whose idea was it to put Sierra on this song? you need your tens. You need your flowers. You need a parade. Because this song, oh, this song 8, it gave real ATL for me. I was so excited. Sierra came in and she opened the song up so well. She ate down like what's 4 plus 4 8. And then Latto came in and she matched her energy perfectly. It was such an amazing song. Like they slid, y'all. They slid. You can't tell me that song ain't a top song in this album. It is literally one of my favorites. In fact, I think I might put it top 3. I'm not sure exactly where I'm putting it right now, but that song is amazing. I ran it back. If y'all choose to give me a video here, I would personally appreciate roller skates. I think it'd be so cute. But let's just always remember that Sierra is still that girl. Still that girl. She's been around. When did Goodies come out? Maybe 2004, maybe. She's been around for, I guess, 20 years. Still that girl. Don't disrespect her. Look what you did. It really sounded like an interlude to me. So like my brain wasn't completely registering the fact that it was an actual song. It's like, I'm like, dang, it's still going. But like I was like, oh snap, that's an actual song. Maybe because of the way that the song was set up and how it started like so slow. Like, y'all, it's really weird. So yeah, my brain did not like register that was a real song until like the second verse, because the second verse 8 down. But it's funny. I feel like that's one of the songs that I feel like I need to listen to like a little bit more, because it's a little bit forgettable for me. Sorry. I think Mariah, she held her own as well, but it kind of felt just a little lackluster compared to the rest of the album. And I felt like it was a little short, and I feel like it was abruptly ended. So there's that too. Prized Possession is a tricky one for me because I didn't like love per se the song, but I do love what the song's about, and I love where it is in the album, which makes me like the song more. Had it been like a little higher up, I probably would have hated it. And had it been like a single, I probably would have like been like nah. But exactly where it is in the album, after everything she's been through, like the little lovey-dovey stuff, and then this song is about like in a relationship or like a relationship that's coming to an end. I think it fits where it is well in the album. I think that's what makes me like it more. I always liked a little breakup stacks type of song, but for some reason this one isn't like my favorite one. I can't remember who the feature is for this one, but I think he did well. But I also, like I just said, I just don't feel like the song was amazing like on its own. Like you kind of have to listen to it all the way through for the song to actually like make you feel something. You can't listen to it on shuffle and be like, ooh, like nah. It's just, for me, it's just not that great of a song like on its own. It has to be done in a collection of work. Shout out to Me was the perfect way to end this album. Talk Your Talk, Alyssa. This song gave lyricism. It gave a storyline. It took some shots. And she gave herself her 10. She gave herself her flowers. I love that. Again, this is another one where I feel like people are like, oh, you can hear like the Drake vibes here. And I kind of can't deny it. Kind of can't, just because like the beat and kind of like how she is rapping, like the flow of the rap. But I think this is like the perfect way for to end the album. It ends things just like so well. It's so well done, and it really just like a song to say like, I'm proud of myself, I am proud of my journey, and I'm gonna keep going. Like being in the game as long as she has, you get nothing else. Shout out to Me is she did that. Then you got the bonus track, which, if I'm not mistaken, came out yesterday. Today's the 15th. If I'm not mistaken, it came out yesterday. And it's called Chicken Grease. And it's really the song they was on her head about, like hello? Excuse me? Where's it at? Why? You previewed it. Where's it at? Like, the fans was on her head and they was clicking her, and I love it. I think it's hilarious. And I'm mad at her for leaving this off because this song was deadly. Okay? It was a nice party song. It was it was a Latto song, to be honest. You know a Latto song when you hear the song. That second verse, that was lethal. That was nasty work. She wrapped that part off. Baby, I need to hear that in the club or I'm gonna be blue. I don't know what made her leave it off the track list. It does make me mad that we went from shout out to me to chicken grease because shout out to me, but shout out to me is a closer. That's how you close an album. Chicken grease should have been well up, so much higher up in the track list. But because she left it off, it's a bonus track and it's behind the song and it's just so badly placed for me. That's the only quorum is that why you leave it off in the first place, Alyssa? Alyssa, tell us. We would like to know. um, yeah, chicken grease is fire. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It wasn't on the original release, so some people probably missed it. But baby, fire. And that was Latto's Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Y'all know what that stands for. If you don't, you're too young to probably be here. That's a solid album. I listened to her last album, 777, and it was only like a few songs I was like really, really loving. I had to put on my album, especially Sunshine. That was like, girl. But this album, I don't feel like she really missed. Some of them work better with other songs, but there's not a miss here. Give that girl her 10. Stop playing with Latto. At the time of this recording, they said she's expected to debut in the top 20 in the Billboard top 100, top 200. I think it should be higher. I think this is a really solid album, a really solid piece of work. This is her third album, and I think she's really owning herself as an artist. Oh, excuse me. I got nothing but flowers to give her. This was great. It's on my playlist. I can't wait to listen to it later, like just randomly. As far as favorite songs, definitely Copper Grove. Definitely Good to You, baby. She ate that. Shout out to Me is actually up there. Blick Sum is just my little ghetto anthem, you know. I think those may be my top 3. What did I do 4? Chicken Grease is actually it's just fun. Like it's crazy. And that second verse is so deadly. Y'all need y'all listen to it. Just need y'all listen to it. Did I say H&M? H&M is also up there. Is that 5? I think that's 5. That's my top 5 right now. Highly recommend. Go give it a listen if you haven't already. And I feel like even if you're not a Latto fan and you just appreciate rap, give it a listen. Can't hurt. Like Latto is a rapper, and I appreciate that she stays in her rapping zone. Just give it a listen if you're a hip hop fan. That's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks y'all for hanging out with me. This was fun. I do hope to do what's that girl name? Chloe's album soon. I think so a couple more times where I actually can give a review for it. And I do want to do Chapel Rowan's album because again, I think that's like saying her name. Because again, I am so unsure of how we got here. She like blew up overnight, and I need to see what everyone else sees. So that is a project that I will get to hopefully next week. Don't know which one's coming first. Also don't know what was dropping tomorrow, so I might have something tomorrow for New Music Friday, and if not, I guess I'll work on them album reviews. But yeah, thanks y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye now.